Nick Folk ready to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Here comes Malik Washington. Jukes one defender. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Tua now from the gun. Forced out to his right. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
And off running left, Achane. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. Pick up a 5 on that play, and it'll be first down, Miami.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. It's going to be taken in at the 8. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading them out now in his 5th season here in the NFL. Won 4 of his 6 starts last year. Justin Fields.
There's still lots of people around the NFL that believe that Justin Fields' best football is in front of them. Major believers of him as an upper-tier quarterback. And the reason why, Kate, is he's got physical traits that are just unique and different. He can run it like a running back, and he can spin a football as well. In fact, that running ability is some of the best in the game. Just continuing to build and refine his game as a passer between the tackles, that would be the key to the longevity of his career. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Getting out to his left. Short pickup to their own 31. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, it's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shotgun snap to Fields. Oh, he's going to run for it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
And the Jets first down.
We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Jets football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Off the play fake, it's Fields. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First down, Jets.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On first down, here comes Hall. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Fields out of the gun. This one's caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Fields looking to throw. And they take this in for the score. The Jets finish off their opening drive. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. D. Eskridge to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Dolphins are headed out there alongside Jalen Waddle for this next series. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Finds his back. This is Ollie Gordon. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
They're set up at the 35 now. Off the play fake. Downfield, this finds Waddle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
It's a gain of 35. That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins hoping to break this tie before the half. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's A-Chan from the pistol.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And Tagovailoa hits the turf, sliding down after picking up the first.
That's good for another Miami Dolphin.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Here's a give on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 15-yard line.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. But he got it, that's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Miami calls a timeout here, it's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. 2-1 out of the pistol. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Gordon will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Third down and goal to go.
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Tuggled by Loa now against the blitz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami! The Dolphins take the lead just before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, Jets 7.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Receiver in motion going left. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That's caught. He finds Alan Lazard. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. He'll throw it. He'll try and run this. And Field slides down safely as he picks up the 1st. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46. Fields on 1st down. Throwing for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. Dealing with some time constraints, it seems. We'll bypass halftime and get right back to the action. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. This makes it up to the 25. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Another try following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Give to Hall on the draw. And he's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. From the 47, he gets it complete to Josh Reynolds. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A pistol snap, Fields. That one's complete, right side. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. That was a Fatu Melifonwu there to make the play.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Looking to throw Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. Fields throwing once more. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
1st down, New York.
Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
1st down throw for Fields. Now here he goes. And he'll go down here. Covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now. From the 24. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Jets have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He brings it in. And in, touchdown, New York. The Jets now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. After tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Eskridge on the return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Man in motion, out of the slot. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achane. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. 2 and out from the gun. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's caught at the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7.
21, Jets 14.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jets out to begin another drive. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers, and they got one right there with that sack.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Trying again, following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
6 yards.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he ended up time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with A-Chan. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with A-Chain. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the 4th. The Jets take their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Five DBs out there for the Jets. 3rd down. Tight end in motion left. 3rd down run from A-Chan. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Now it's Jake Bailey, who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. He fields this at the 18. And he's brought down before the return gets far. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Play action, Fields. On him quick, and they bring it down. And after 1 play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Jets down by 7. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Fields out of the gun. Wilson's got it. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Complete to Garrett Wilson. It's a gain of 13. But it brings up 3rd down.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Throwing now. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big gain downfield. When this gets close to the red zone, he is inside the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
He'll look to throw it. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. To throw. He's running for it. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. Now, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets tie this game at 21. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Eskridge on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
34-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Setting up to pass. Here's a screen for Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Well, Brock, 4 quarters couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. On return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now here comes the New York offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. New York to the line. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Finds him on the crossing route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Fields on 1st down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. From the gun, it's Hall. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
All right, if they want to keep this opening drive of OT going, they got to convert here, 3rd and 9. Running back sent in motion left. Fields on 3rd. Completed to his running back. Down the left side. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And it looks like the Dolphins have it. For one side, an incredible mistake, and for the other, a clutch defensive play that could set up the end of this game.
This is overtime, baby, and every play is amplified by 100. And now some life to go get yourself a win.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They give to Gordon, running left. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close.
A loss of
You know,
a
that's
yard.
so hard for me,
Brings up
Kate.
second
That's the
and
type of
11
effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Sending him on the dive. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line.
A gain of a yard.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air, so that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. Going right back to the fullback. Next play. Well, not a chance at all as he is met at the line on this one. That's going to be 4th and very long.
No gain on the
Don't
play.
laugh at me, Kate.
It's 4th down.
I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Jake
So the
Bailey
Dolphins
in
readying for the punt.
formation for the
And
Dolphins.
this needs to be a good one. And there's pressure, but he gets it away and sends this one a mile. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this first down. Tua off the play fake. He's got time here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up
In theory,
second
Kate,
and
that's
14.
exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Ball at the 33 for first down. A-chain on the inside give. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
From the 35 on 2nd down. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
So out now comes the punter.
The Jets take over 1st and
The Jets offense now set to take over. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're into sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here.
Love
It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Throwing on first down. Fields finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. As they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT.
First down, New York.
They've got first down from the 31. Out of the shotgun, Fields splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one, as they'll have none remaining in OT. All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on second down. Fits it through the middle. After making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down, Jets.
So we still can't decide a winner in this one. Let's reset that clock and do it all over again. What do you say? Another overtime is coming your way. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop too. First down throw for Fields. Quick slant to his arm. And he's gonna be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Hall once more. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Jets.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So here they are, a chance to win this with a field goal. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime. A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocked